So they sold the house next door, and to a younger guy. He's in his 20s, and he got it for a whole lot less than what they quoted him, for selling it for. A whole lot less. Very good on him. So, anyways, I was talking to him. I introduced myself, and I told him he had poison ivy in the backyard and stuff. And well, a couple days, about a week later, we started talking again, and he's telling me that he bought the house for his dad, but his dad doesn't want to live there now. So now he's going to rent it out. He put brand new, big, giant. I seen the refrigerator, 2 French doors on the darn thing, big, giant things. I mean, look like what is it called? What do you call them? Appliances. That's what you call them, stoves and stuff. And they're really nice looking. And I told him I'll help him out. It's no problem, but here's the plan. Well, he's a certified electrician. He's a plumber. He's a contractor, a carpenter. He does it all. He was showing me on his phone some of the jobs he's done. He put in home theater systems and electrical and basements and tore everything out and bathrooms and stuff. And he asked me, he goes, "You have any questions about anything, you let me know." So I told him I'm going to help him out because he was asking about the trees on the side of the house. So let's go outside and I'll show you what's going on. All right, we start up here. All these stumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm tearing all those out. And down here, he wants me to cover up this window when I'm pulling this stump out. I'm taking this stump out. And this was, is that a stump there too? That's a stump there too. I got to pull that one out. He's going to put a central air unit in here. There was one there before, but you can see there was a giant holly bush in the last video that was right here. I'm taking that out. Now these adverdites, whatever they're called, he didn't know if they were on my property or his property. So I was like, I don't know. So I think they are on his, but I told him, he goes, if you want to take these out, you can. I says, I will take them out for you. I'll take the stumps out. So I'm going to take all the trees and everything out, and I'm going to put them in the back, and we're gonna deal with it. You can see the holly bush back there already. My son dragged that back there, and the gutters. I'm going to clean out the gutters for him on this side. He says he got that side, but I'm going to clean the gutters out of this side because there's probably all kinds of tons of stuff in there. And I got a product I bought a couple years ago. I want to show you how that works. So let's go back here. His long-term goal is to tear down the garage, but I think our zoning is that once you tear down the garage, you cannot build a new one. So he can either extend it or something. And this big giant tree back here, he says he's going to cut down sometime. And there was a big, where is it at? We had a storm come through about a week ago, and there was a big limb right in the middle of the yard, and he cut all that up and put that over there. And he says, I can have the logs. I don't know if you can see the logs over there. And he cut up. Here's the rest of it. I'm gonna wait for this to dry out. Oh, there's the logs right through here. I'm gonna take those, and here's all the trees I'm gonna cut up and burn for him. I'm gonna get rid of that, and then this, I'm gonna move it back farther in the woods because I have to make room back here for all of those things. And the stumps will go right through here, this door, and I'll put them back here. And first what I'm going to do is cut those down and take the first 2 stumps out around the air conditioner before the guy gets here, installs it, so I can disturb the platform that it's on. So, and then I'm going to drag all those trees and stuff back here and put them in a different place and let them dry out. And then I'll deal with those later. But then I'm going to start taking the stumps out. So all my energy is going to be taking the stumps out around the front and on the side. So in the morning, I'm going to get out here bright and early and start doing some work. Well, the sun's coming up. Time to get to work. Now, the first thing I think I want to do is that bush that's back there, cut that up a little bit smaller so it's easier to carry and put it back farther, so I'm going to take up a lot of the room with this crap here. So let's get on with that. That's better. I'll get it on there. Hold on. All right, now I got some force on it. I'll dig around there, cut the roots with the Sawzall, and it'll come right out. There it goes. There it goes. Good thing, because I was running out of room. All right, that sucker's gone, huh? I'm going to retie it back up a little farther back. I can pull it all the way out. Done. All right, I got some of them cut off. I could probably cut the main ones off without it even hitting the house or the car. So I could. All right, so now I basically wanted to get this thing cleared out because the guy's going to put a central air unit right here, and I wanted to get all this cleaned out because if I pull that out, it might disrupt the foundation for the air conditioning unit. So I'll just use the other trees to anchor it and pull this one out and then dig around it and just keep putting tension on it, and then I'll cut the roots. I could probably put a new blade on there, but all right. About 3 hours in, I just took a break for about 10 minutes. I got something to eat. I just have 3 left. That's all I got to do. And I had to hook through the chain back in that giant tree back there, or the pole up there. And I have just enough chain to get the rest of these out. And then I'll start on the front yard. I got 2 stumps over here on the side. And I got 5 or 6 up in the front. It's going to be kind of hard to get the chain around underneath it somehow. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Keep on plugging away at it. All right. I'm pretty much done. That's what I got. I got all the stumps out. I pulled that last one down. It was like kind of rotted. I actually pulled that out by hand. Yeah, I just have to clean up my mess with all the tools and drag them stumps back there and let them dry out. And I'll rake all this nice and clean because all this stuff, you could probably burn it. And I'll get on with that. I'll show you the results. All right, here he goes. Everything's cleaned out. After a few mows, I think when grass starts growing in there, it'll look okay. I'm going to pressure wash that. And I still have to clean out the gutters and get the stumps in the front yard. But right now, I gotta stop. It took about 4.5 hours. So I hope he likes it. All right, I got the air conditioning unit in. Now, what I want to do, little stump there. There's one there, and there's one here. And I want to dig around it, get it down below grade, and I'm going to cut it off as far as I can with my Sawzall, so that's less I have to grind. Now, what I want to show you, what I'm going to use. All right, I got these. These are basically chainsaw teeth, and I put them on this. I used them on one of my stumps on the side of the house a couple of years ago, and I have extra ones to put on there. And some people say it's very dangerous. Yes, dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, but just make sure that sucker's clamped on there and go to town. So I'll show you a little bit of that. Hey, you missed all the excitement. I'm all done. Let's go check it out. And like I told you before, I got all these trees out of here and the stumps. These stumps here, right there. There was a little one. That was the last one I took out. This one was a bear. It was an elm stump. That's it there. That's the little one I just tore out. I ground this one down. I pulled that one out. I pulled this one out. There's a couple like little bushes and stuff in there I got out of there. And then that big mamma jamma. Yeah, it's all done. So that was like, I don't know what that was. But I tied it around this tree, anchored them out. I used the telephone pole. I was afraid someone was going to call the cops. But that's those there. This has to come up and back a little bit because it seems like it's too low in the back. I don't know. I'll put some dirt around that. But yeah, it's all done. Had to break out almost everything I had, man. So, oh, they got the air conditioner. It looks nice. All right. Another job done. I'll go rake everything, take all the stumps in the back, let them dry out, burn them, and fill in the holes best I can with what I got. So I didn't get any footage of me taking them out. I was just in a hurry to get them out. And it took about 3 hours, 2 hours, 2.5, about 2 hours. So I'll see you in the next one. Whew.